Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel, Right to the Point with Carnella and Elfie Times. The time is now 4:27 a.m. I'm at work, just pulling up not so long ago. Just wanted to say good morning to everyone. I just wanted to just come on and talk about the situations that I'm dealing with within my life. First of all, I want to say God bless you all. Hope that everybody has a wonderful and marvelous and remarkable day. Be blessed. And I just wanted to come along and talk about, some issues that I've been dealing with lately. And it's been kind of hard lately to deal with some things that I'm experiencing. Situations, difficulties, nothing major that I feel like God can't handle. But it's about, you know, being able to handle the whole everything: motherhood, grandmotherhood, wifehood, sisterhood, just being able to balance it all. Have been sort of like, I don't really have a relationship like I want to have with my sisters. But I love my sisters. I'm wishing and I'm hoping that we all could come together the way we should, and not the way it is now, because we're so distant. One has an issue with one thing, one has an issue with another thing. It's just a lot of stuff. And so I'm just coming this morning just to talk about the things that that you yourself, we try to fix things, and we try to make things the way we feel like they should be. And I feel like that we as people, we as mothers, we as sisters, we as wives and friends and different things. We need to learn how to balance out life and just put God before different things, because when you can't put God before different things, or when you lose your way, or when you're not doing all that you're supposed to do, or you feel like you can do. And this was supposed to be a time that I'm fasting, but not fasting from food really per se, but to just read and to just pray and to just give God praise and the different things in my life that I've committed, that I've committed to, that I said I wanted to do. And so I haven't started it yet. So sometimes when you do things that you want to do, it doesn't always pan out the way you think it would. So I just want to talk a little bit about, learning how to balance life. And I guess, I'm all over the place, because, when this is in disarray or that is in disarray, I believe it plays a part in where your mental is. It plays a part in, where you see yourself in life, or how you can't pull this part of life together. So that part of life and I believe that the Spirit said to me, the reason why this is like this is because you're over here, you're over there, and you're over there. And God needs to be the center of everything that's going on with me, because I realize I can't do it on my own. I can't do it the way I want to do it. So I realize that without God in the midst of my life, I can't do too much of anything. I feel like I'm just all over the place. It's like almost like a dysfunctional feeling that I have when God is not in the midst of anything. So I'm committing myself today to prayer and to read. That will be like a sort of fast for me, because I have not been able to do it the way I should have been able to do it, like daily, frequently. Like as much as time as I give to something else, I feel as though that I've been neglecting what I need to be doing for God. So I'm just coming on today saying my strength and everything lies within God, within the purpose that he has for me within, I feel like that God has made me to be strong. He made me to be, something I thought I would never be. I feel like I'm a good wife. I feel like I'm a great wife. I feel like I'm an okay mom. I raised two daughters. I raised two daughters. One is 33, one is 24. I raised them to the best of my ability. And, just to hear one of them say, that I've not done all that I need to do, that I've shortened her some. It makes me kind of like sad, like, and then now I'm not the type that wants to dwell on to it, because now I'm learning to put my trust in God and just to believe God and trust God in everything that I do in this point in time. And so I'm learning not to I take it into consideration how she feels. I take it into consideration how she feels. I take it into consideration, and I don't act like I ignore it, because I look at this situation as I was the best mom I knew how to be. When your mom teaches you something, or when your mom teaches her something and she passes it down to you, and you feel like it's not the best, but you must understand that she did what she knew how to do for that time, raising you and making you into the person that you needed to be. And so that's how I feel about my daughter. And I keep feeling like, at some point in time, we have to come into understanding that, hey, she was the best mom she knew how to be. Although I may not get it, but, sometimes I sit back and I say to myself, I was the best mother I knew how to be for that time. I was the best mother that I knew how to be in that predicament. I never put my youngest daughter in any situations of harm's way, but she dealt with my husband being on drugs really bad. And we, like I said before in my previous videos, he was an addictive person for a very long time up until this present point. So back then, when I was 17 and he was 19 and we met each other, I never had a clue he was high. Even when I found out that he was getting high, some people may say, hey, why didn't you think to leave? Because of my self-esteem was low. I felt as that at that time, that's all that I can get. That's who's going to love me like this, and who's going to be there for me like this. And as life went on, I had to learn. I didn't know a lot of things. I didn't see my mom and my dad get married. I didn't see my mom and my dad, spend it, in their happy. Yeah, I seen them in some happy times, but I never see my mom and dad. My mom and dad they never tied the knot. They were just together sometimes. And I saw my mom do things. I saw my dad do things. My dad was an alcoholic. He drank a lot. And so, I just seen a lot growing up, I guess. And you know how they say you find a guy like your dad. And so not knowing that it would affect my daughter the way it did now in her later years as 24. Her and my husband really, they have a relationship, but it's a love and hate relationship. And sometimes I look and say, hey, I brought my kids into it, but I know that God kept us safe. My husband was never the type that beat my kids or anything like that. He loved our kids. He was too busy chasing drugs. He was too busy doing so. A lot of things that my younger daughter lacked was her dad, him being there, him showing her the ways of life, how to, just love herself, and how to choose the right man, and how to do the things that needs to be done. And so that's what the issue is too. Like, now that you're not on drugs no more, you're still in a funk. You're still in a situation. And so it's hard, guys. It's hard to try to come in. I'm praying that God works this situation out, because It's now another part of something that we are going to have to address. We are going to have to put God in the midst. We are going to have to, ask God to come in and give us his grace on this one as well, because we need to learn how to love each other in this last day. We don't need to be against one another. We need to hold on to each other, because so many things are going to unravel that we don't understand what's going to happen. And so we need to be, if we got our families near, guys, let's just keep them near. Let's not make one feel bad or make one feel like they're lesser than the other one, because the other, whatever the situation may be, let's not make it let's not do it the way we want to do it. Let's love on each other. So even with that, just having to deal with my youngest daughter, just it's things in life that comes to, the enemy, he ain't no joke. When he come full force, because that's his job. And so this is why you have to pray and read. You have to look to God for strength. You have to do it, because if you don't do it, then you can, you can be, the devil can consume you. The situations can consume you. Your thoughts can consume you. My daughter was telling me about somebody who put something on Facebook, and the young girl, long story short, the girl killed herself. No. Let's never get to the point where that's the last result. God loves us. And if we can get right in our hearts and minds, then it's nothing that God can't do. It's nothing he can't turn around. It's nothing he can't fix. He's just a marvelous God, guys. He's just, and this is not, I didn't come on today to just talk about just God only. I'm talking about family stuff. I'm talking about being able to balance out life, because if you don't balance out life can consume you. It can consume you. It can make you feel like you're here for nothing. It can make it seem like everything you fought so hard to be, you fought so hard to get is for naught. And then things like suicide and things like, I'm going to do this to myself, or things like, I'm going to take a bunch of drugs, or, I just want to sleep. And no, that's not what God has designed for us. We have to learn how to look the devil in the face, look our situations in the face, and tell our situations, you're going to act right, because this is what we're doing. We have to learn that death and life is in the power of the tongue. And if we speak it, we shall have it. So if you speak life, that's what you're going to have. If you speak death, that's what you're going to have. If you speak these things that's not of God, that's what you're going to have. So you got to speak positive. You got to speak into the atmosphere, because the Bible said the word goes out and perfect that, whatever it is going out to do. So if you send it to a situation, don't take it back. Believe it and receive it. And so that's what it is for a lot of us a lot of the young kids. They're losing faith. They don't have faith. They don't have what they need to be able to go forward with this life, because life comes to weigh you down. That was my video from the last time. It comes with situations, with issues, with things that's hard, things that's not so hard. It comes with, what would you do over here? What's the best? Even though God gives us free choice, at the end of it, it's the choice you make that determines what type of life you're going to live. And it took a while for me to understand that, the doors we open is the situations we have to deal with on a constant basis. And so this is why he said, choose. He's given us free choice. He's not beating nothing down in your head for you to get it. He's not doing that. He's not saying to you, hey, this is what you need to be doing. No, you have a choice to make. And sometimes those choices that you make it could be detrimental. It could be, man, why did I choose that door? Man, how did I end up here? And some people don't realize we have to have a balance in life. We have to understand that, our choices is what is our lives becoming. If you choose a life of drugs, you're going to be doing that. It's either two things, drugs or death or jail. Three things, drugs, death, or jail. And so, this is what you put in your mind, man, I'm never going to work. I'm going to sell drugs for the rest of my, and that's what you'll end up doing because that's what you said. And so the power of words, as well as balancing out life and situations. I wanted to just get on this morning, guys, and talk about, balancing out life, balancing out your marriages, and being able to set time aside for your significant other, and being able to, and everything that looks good ain't always good, and I just happen to come from my husband coming from a long drug addiction. It's drug addiction all in his family. And just coming from a long line of people that got high and people that drunk and people that did things. And, every day is a constant battle for him. I'm not taking up for him today, but every day is a constant battle. But the determination here is to stay clean. Determination is I can do this. Determination is I got to work on self. I got to do all that I got to do for me. I got to do it. I got to do it. So we giving him that. But on top of you being angry and on top of you being, I'm just frustrated, and on top of you just, man, I just want to make it and I'm anxious to make it. So I treat people the way I want to treat people. I say what I want to say to people. And then, when it come back around, that it comes back to you. You don't know why. But it's what you put out is what you get back. And so just, balancing out my life is something that I'm working on every day. It's not something you can actually do overnight. And so I just popped on this morning, guys, to just have a quick chit chat with you. It was sort of long. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so when we go live, when I go live, you'll know. Like and comment on this video and let me know what you think, because sometimes it's hard to balance everything, and it makes you feel like you're just in a whirlwind, not knowing which way to go. So, with that being said, guys, have a wonderful morning. Be blessed. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you all. Have a blessed morning, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.